It's been a lot of fun. I mean, I'm just trying to get to the season, stay healthy, right? I'm getting a lot stronger, working on a lot of things, and it's a good summer. I'm happy for it to be over though and go into fall camp. I think the potential's through the roof only because last year was such a whatever year for us, right? And I think this season's going to be a real test to what we can do as a team now that we've had a whole year of recruiting and a whole year of training. Everyone's known the playbook since last year, so there's no relearning it halfway through when everyone already knows everything on the other teams, right? So I think it'll be a real test to the chemistry of the team and how we can come out and play. I think it's doing really well only because you have a lot of people reinforcing it. I mean, he built the culture, right? He's building the culture with us, telling us what we need to do, but it's not going to work if no one else is buying into it and no one else is reinforcing it with the younger guys as well. And I think we just have a lot of guys upholding that standard. So I think that's what making the culture better. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of great guys coming in, and that's what I'm most excited about. Is because Coach Wilson has so many connections, right, everywhere, and those guys enter the portal, and Coach Wilson's able to get those guys for us, right, and you don't see many Pac-12 guys come to Mountain West schools really as much as Nevada, right? When was the last time we've had so many Pac-12 guys transferring? And I think it's going to be really good for the team. It's only going to get better, right? So I think that we're really just setting ourselves up for success. I think main thing I think Coach Wilson like what he preaches is always running to the ball, always pushing through everything. Because if you're gonna run to the ball and finish to the end of the whistle and everything, you're gonna do that in the games, and it's gonna pay off because other teams are gonna quit before you. So it's gonna work out for us. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. You have a full set of coaches that are gonna be there, right? They're gonna stay there. It's gonna be who's there, right? And then you have all your players, and everyone's able to go through. So like, I mean, last spring everyone was learning the playbooks that March, that whatever, right? Because they didn't even have the playbook until probably about March, and that's really tough for a team to learn everything in such a short amount of time. And that, like I said earlier, like everyone's gonna have a whole entire year under their belt of knowing it, and they can teach the younger guys. It's only gonna be better. I think, well, I'm one of the more I feel like quiet guys when it comes to like speaking out about things. If I feel like something obviously needs to be said, I'll say something, but I kind of just try to lead by example. And I am one of the older guys, and I'm always like walking around like with the limp or something because my back hurts or whatever, and I feel like I'm old, but I'm obviously not that old. Um, but yeah, no, I like that Coach Wilson looks at me like that in that way as a more leadership type role. It just kind of makes me feel good and feel like you're stepping up into that maturity role, right? You're growing up a little bit. So yeah, it's always what Coach Wilson said. Like you could be the best of the best. We're always going to bring in people to compete with you, and if they win, they're going to play. It doesn't matter what you did before that, and that's just. I mean, it's only going to make people better. Competition, right? So it's only going to be bid. It's only going to be better. So. Mhm. I don't think it matters as much. I mean, you can't blame them, right? I mean, you look at all those things, and people are where maybe they shouldn't be, or and whatnot, or people are lower or higher, or not even there at all, right? And you kind of just take it with a grain of salt. It is what it is. But I mean, you have Fresno State not even in the top two, and they won last year. So I mean, you just take those things with a grain of salt. Appreciate it.
So Brandon, I'm based in Fresno, CBS in Fresno.
Hmm. Surprised me. I mean, I don't think anyone really like surprised me. Surprised me. I mean, I really expected a lot from the guys. I expected them to do really, really well. Um, I think as a specialist group, we can grow a lot. I think we have a lot of work to do there. But yeah, no, I don't think anyone really surprised me specifically. I think I just had like such a high standard for everyone else that it was kind of going to be hard to surprise me. But I think all the guys did well though. All the guys I expected to do extremely well did extremely well. Trey Weed actually, yeah, Trey. I think I'd say Trey Weed probably surprised me. I think he surprised me though in a good way. I expected a lot from him, but he did. He blew my expectations out of the water. He's actually an extremely good player, and I knew he was a good player. But I mean, he's a really good player. So yeah, I think I'd say Trey.
Okay. Now going into your fifth. No, this is your sixth.
5th year.
Fifth year.
Yeah,
Sorry. Fifth year.
I haven't redshirted. That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I was like, wait, I don't think.
yeah,
Okay, so fifth year. What do you hope to accomplish this season after suffering the injury last year and not getting to play a full
yeah.
season?
Well, I just want to destroy every single record possible. I want to make it untouchable for anyone. I want to be on the record books forever, and I want my kids to still see the records once I'm gone. I want them to just be blown absolutely out of the water. And then if I break all the records, obviously we should be able to win a lot of games. So I hope that works out for us.
I know this is far away, but you've been on both sides of the Nevada UNLV rivalry, having the team and not having it.
Yep.
What will it mean to be able to take that back to Reno this year as UNLV comes to play back?
Oh, it'll be like that rivalry means so much to me and a lot of people in Reno. And I was telling a couple of the other guys earlier to bring that back to Reno, and it sucks because when you see the boosters, right, and you talk to people that care about Nevada as a whole, it sucks to not have the cannon because that's one thing that they care about is having the cannon, and to feel like you let them down, right, like not only your team or whatever, like the people that actually care about Nevada, that built Nevada, right, that invest in Nevada. So to bring that back, and we will bring it back, it will mean a lot to us.
What do you think are the biggest strengths for position group wise?
I think I think our linebackers are extremely strong. Our D line's really strong. Um, I mean, I think if you're talking about strengths wise, I think our linebackers are top notch. I really do. I think corners are great, obviously. But yeah, I'd say linebackers probably are outstanding wise if you're talking about everyone.
And then replacing Don Peterson,
Yeah.
you know, how was he able to help set the foundation of what Coach Wilson wants defensively up front?
Yeah, I think they just want someone who's gritty, someone who wants to win and will do absolutely anything to win. And he just shows the other guys. I mean, and you have other guys like James Hansen, who's older and his experience as well, that is also instilling more things in the guys. And we got Henry, who came back, who was a tight end, now he's a D, and he's extremely athletic, and he's a big guy, and he's extremely strong, and he's going to be good for us too. So.